wonderful sweet baby. So today we're going to do another episode of the never-ending series of Chrisean and Blueface. So before I can get into what is currently going on, I have to fast forward to about yesterday, where we pretty much was introduced to Baddies East. In the episode of Baddies East, Chrisean was seen picking on Wackie. In that episode, Taseki, who is Chrisean's older sister, was pretty much saying that she wasn't going to pick on Wackie because she's not really worth it because she's scared. But Chrisean, who is very much pregnant in this show, pretty much insisted that Taseki handled her work, seeing as she was pregnant. Taseki still refused, and that's when Chrisean decided to take matters into her own hands. And the entire time, people were thinking that Chrisean was being a bully because she was coming at Wackie when Wackie was not really coming for her and didn't really appear to want smoke. That is pretty much when this situation happened, and Chrisean felt the need to speak out in regards to it and talk about how she wasn't really a bully. She then explained why she went after Wackie. If you guys are unaware as to the situation, Wackie had liked something that Blueface said about Chrisean, and it was in regards to their unborn child at the time. So that's when Chrisean spoke out in the situation and stated that, this wasn't her doing anything. It's just she came for Wackie because Wackie came for her. So then out of nowhere, Chrisean thought it was okay to pretty much state Lil Baby a real one. No one did anything to her for her to do this, but I speculate that maybe the reason that she did do this is because of this. So today is Jaden Alexis' birthday. By the time that you watch this, it may not be her birthday. It's depending on if it's on YouTube or not. But October 2nd is Jaden Alexis' birthday. So Blue and Jaidyn was on private jets, eating good food around family and what I'm assuming is friends, and just pretty much having a really good time and celebrating in honor of it being Jaden's birthday. I'm assuming this didn't sit well with Chrisean, which is why she put out that Lil Baby was a real one. Because Blue was a little bothered by that, he posted Taseki's a real one. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce Chrisean's sister's name, but they both have very beautiful names, by the way. And once again, I'm assuming Blueface only put this out due to the episode of Baddies East last night. So now that we're kind of all caught up with the backstory and the little fill-in parts, we're going to continue with the whole situation of Jaidyn first. So it really seems like Jaidyn and Blue are riding strong. Jaidyn is now putting out her third or fourth song now. And I'm assuming that this also got under the skin of Chrisean, the reason that she brought Lil Baby into this. Because Jaidyn is out putting out more songs, and I'm not gonna lie, the songs do sound really good. Blue has been extremely supportive of her music, and he's been there by her side, and even was there for her birthday when he wasn't there for Chrisean's birthday. Also, Blue had court today after the incident that happened in Las Vegas. This is actually the victim, but for some odd reason, this man thought that it was okay to take a picture of Blueface, even though he was the victim of Blueface's pow. So now Blueface has 24 months of probation, no jail time. But if he violates this probation and has any form of weapons, then they will put him behind bars. They will put him behind bars for a very long time. The judge was very strict on him for that. She pretty much stated that he cannot be in possession of a pow, and he can't be in sight of a pow, or he's getting locked up. Now, here's where things got a little messy, because while Blueface was in court, Wackie did another messy situation where she reposted a tweet that Blueface posted. And this is the same issue that Chrisean had with Wackie in the first place. And Wackie was acting like she came onto Baddies in the first place to spread the light of God, which I knew was an act all along. So that's when Chrisean kept this little narrative going with trying to act as if her and Lil Baby had something going on. And I'm assuming that Lil Baby felt like enough was enough, so he decided to speak out. He pretty much stated that nothing was going on between him and Chrisean. He was tired of the constant back and forth and being a part of the drama. He stated that the trolling was cool at first, but now it's just becoming too much that he's being invested into their drama. And then he also mentioned that he is not the father of the child. None of that. He has nothing to do with this weird ass triangle. Side note, Rolly actually defended Chrisean in the situation with Wackie, and that's why she spoke out in the situation as well. Now, Blueface was very petty because he did call Chrisean Snaggletooth. But then he said that Chrisean was pretty much bled by Lil Baby because he really just admitted that he don't want her. Because Chrisean kept trying to make Blueface jealous, thinking that Lil Baby was going to entertain the mess. Lil Baby entertained the mess a little bit before, but now he was pretty much letting it be known like, hey, I really don't want you, Chrisean. It's really not on that type of mess. Let's just keep things the way that it is with me being over here and y'all being over there. After Chrisean pretty much got embarrassed, she then tried to justify her actions again and blamed Blueface for everything. She was then even responding to Lil Baby as if he was going to respond back to her and just embarrassing herself even more. Then she tried to turn the tables and make it seem as if Blueface is just such a deadbeat dad and dragging him when this all had stemmed from her. So here's my thoughts. When it comes down to the situation with Wackie and Chrisean, I feel like Chrisean loves to just pick on little girls that don't know how to fight her back. When I binged season 1 of the Blue Girls Club, I noticed she did the same thing with the Caucasian girl on that show. She went after that girl knowing that girl could not defend herself against her. And I would swear that she did the exact same thing with Vicki. I feel like at this point, Vicki was just being messy, but I know that Vicki's whole little character of spreading the light of God is a fake character. And she should really tread lightly because you don't play with God. Chrisean is extremely jealous of Jaidyn. She knows that at the end of the day, Jaidyn has the overhand above her. Blue and Jaidyn have known each other for almost over a decade, if not a decade. So at the end of the day, he's always going to have her back. I feel like Chrisean really wanted Lil Baby to step up and say something as if he was going to swoop in and try to, embarrass Blueface. But once things backfired on her, that's when she instantly got embarrassed. Then, instead of taking accountability and owning up to the fact that she's the one that started this mess today, then that's when she pretty much started dragging Blueface into this. The last person that Blue was thinking about was Chrisean because he had his freedom on the line today. So the last person he was thinking about was dealing with Chrisean and her mess. Due to her being embarrassed and upset that it was Jaidyn's birthday today, and she noticed that Blue and Jaidyn were out on a date, having a good time, and he was boasting about her and really actually giving her a happy birthday on her birthday rather than leaving her alone by herself. Because that's exactly how Chrisean spent her birthday this year, when she was supposed to be in a full-fledged relationship with Blue at the time. But instead, on her birthday, he cheated on her and went to a foreign country. But that's my opinion. What's yours?